Hello, everyone. Miss Debbie here. Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming back. Our story times are fun, aren't they? And you could do them all cuddled up in your own bed or on your own couch or on a big cozy chair on daddy's lap or with snuggled next to mommy. And that's good. This is my wrap because it's a little chilly. I'm still at the library and it's a little chilly in here, but that's okay. Our stories will warm us up. So let's begin. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you today? I hope you had a great day. I had a pretty good day myself. Every day is a good one, and um, and every night is a good night. So it's a wonderful, wonderful world. So anyway, um, so did you go to school today? Did you go play in the park with some friends? Maybe you went to the library with a babysitter or nana or grandma or whoever, whatever. Sometimes my mommy takes me over to my friend's house to play. Sometimes she's gone a little while, and sometimes she's gone all day. But my mommy comes back, my mommy comes back, my mommy comes back to get me. My mommy comes back, she always comes back, she never would forget me. I love that song. I hope you do too. It always made me feel good when I sang it to my little boy. So now we're going to do some finger exercises, which we also learn manners, courtesy, things like that. Make your fists, put them in your lap. Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away. Run away. Excuse me. I was sick. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away. Run away. Where is Tall Lady? Where is Tall Lady? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, ma'am? Very well, I thank you. Stride away. Stride away. Where is Ringman? Where is Ringman? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away. Run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, dude? Very well, I thank you. Skip away. Skip away. All right. Shake out your hands. They've worked very hard today. Um, and, they work hard while we're sleeping too. If you sleep curled up like I do with my hands under my pillow, I mean, your fingers are working hard just making your face comfortable. So get a little blood going into them, shake them out, play the piano a little bit. Yeah, that feels much better. And do a little rubbing like this. Much, much, much better. Okay, now we're going to get ready for bed. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face before we go to bed. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth before we go to bed. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair before we go to bed. This is the way we blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss. This is the way we blow a kiss before we go to bed. That's it. Take a big breath. Sigh it out. That lets your body know it's time to wind down, enjoy the time before sleep. All right, so let's do our first book. Bear Feels Scared. I love bear books by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman. And they're rhyming books, and they're a lot of fun. I think if you've been around some story times, we've read other books about bear. So bear feels scared. So you know how in sign language you say bear like this? You make bear claws, and they go like this, bear claws. Or if you were going to give someone a bear hug, you would do that. And so bear feels scared. Um, you could do this to mean feel, like point your finger into your chest and go feel, but scared is this. And so you can make a face like I'm afraid, and then just go like this, I'm afraid. And that's all. That's sign language. See, you're learning to speak a different language. In the deep, dark woods by the strawberry vale, a big bear lumbers down a small, crooked trail. Look at, you can see the trees are kind of bare, and there's some leaves that are fluttering to the ground. So maybe we could tell what time of year it is. Bear's tummy growls as he looks for a snack, but it's cold, cold, cold. So the bear turns back. He is not home yet when the sun starts to set. And the bear feels scared. And the bear feels scared. I'm scared. So, I don't know. Some people feel a little scared in the dark, and it's okay to keep lights on or something like that. Why not? Bear shakes and he shivers as a storm starts to howl. Bear mutters, "What is that? Are there spooks on the prowl?" So a storm is coming up. It's getting windy. That would scare me a little bit. I don't like the wind so much, especially at night. And the sun's going down. I don't think there's any street lights in the woods. The path gets dimmer and the sky grows gray. Bear looks to and fro, but he can't find his way. He huddles by a tree and he wails, "Poor me." And he does. And the bear feels scared. So there's a storm coming in, and it's windy, and it's dark. The sun has gone down, and he's not sure where he is. Bear feels scared. I'm scared. Meanwhile, back in the warm, cozy lair, friends start to worry for their poor, lost bear. So they're sitting around a nice, cozy fire. "It is late," Mouse squeaks, "and our bear doesn't roam." "There's a storm," cries Hare. "Shouldn't Bear be home?" So Hare is the rabbit, and there's Mouse too. And they're all warm and cozy in Bear's den, but they know he shouldn't be out. Wren tweets from his perch, "We must all go search." So there's Wren tweeting from his perch on the teapot. And there's Raven, and there's Mouse, and there's Badger and Owl, and Gopher and Mole, and there's Hare. What if Bear feels scared? The friends bundle up and begin to prepare. They form a search party for their lost friend Bear. But Bear is all alone and he sheds big tears. There's a noise in the forest and he feels big fears. So he's shedding big tears. Big tears. Can you make those teardrops come down? Big tears, big tears. And he feels big fears. I'm scared. It's okay to feel scared. When you feel scared, you kind of want to do something about it. You want to feel better. Bear trembles in the wind, how he longs for a friend. And the bear feels scared. Badger lights a lamp and he shouts, "Let's go!" All the birds search high while the rest search low. With a flounce and a flutter, they set off together. They trudge down the trail through the wild, wet weather. They've strung themselves together with rope so they don't get separated from each other. That's nice. That's like when you hold hands with someone. They call, "Ho, bear, are you there? Are you there?" And the bear feels scared. Is that a bear in there? But he perks up his ears. Is it Mole calling out? And is that Hare's voice? Does Bear hear him shout? Wren, owl, and raven all squawk from the sky. "It's Bear, he's there." And they sigh big sighs. By a tree waits Bear 10 feet from his lair, and the bear looks scared. With a flap and a flurry, all the friends gather near. They give him bear hugs. They calm his bear fears. Aww. Later in the night, all clustered in a heap, the bear spins stories while his friends fall asleep. They're under a quilt, a quilted blanket. Cuddled up tight, they snore through the night, and the bear feels safe. The end. So the bear feels safe. Safe. I'm safe, safe, safe. That's good. Good for you. So day is done. Gone the sun. Sun's gone for a long time these nights, isn't it? The sun goes down early and it takes its sweet time coming up in the morning. Day is done. Gone the sun. From the land, from the hills, from the sky, all is well. Safely rest, sleep is nigh. That's a pretty typical good night, day is done song. Now, if you look up in the sky, Twinkle is the first star to appear at night and pretty much the last star to go away in the morning. Twinkle's pretty bright, and it's good to know that Twinkle's up there looking out for us. If you look up into the sky, you're sure to see Jupiter. Jupiter is a bright white speck, and right across the sky from Jupiter at this time is Mars. Mars is smaller and redder. It's just a beautiful night sky to look up. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. What's your wish? Make a wish. Make a wish and dream on it, okay? That'll give you sweet dreams. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Good night, Twinkle. Thank you for watching over us and keeping us safe while we sleep. So another feel-good song. Let's see. It's Skidamarink, okay? So, and we do our sign language, right? We do baby sign language, I love you, and I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Cha-cha-cha. Take another deep breath through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. That's pretty good. That's really good. If you're happy and you know it, what are we going to say? Oh, take a sigh. If you're happy and you know it, take a sigh. Oh, it's breathe a sigh. If you're happy and you know it, breathe a sigh. If you're happy and you know it, then your heart will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, breathe a sigh. That's good. If you're happy and you know it, give a hug to yourself or somebody else. If you're happy and you know it, give a hug. If you're happy and you know it, your heart will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, give a hug. If you're happy and you know it, blow a kiss. If you're happy and you know it, blow a kiss. If you're happy and you know it, then your heart will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, blow a kiss. Whew. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eye. Wink, wink. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eye. Wink, wink. If you're happy and you know it, your heart will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eye. Wink, wink. All right. Now, I have a fun story for you. This is oh gosh, I'm getting sleepy myself. Miss Debbie, you're putting your own self to sleep. This is called The Elves and the Shoemaker, and it's an old folk tale. The Elves and the Shoemaker. So did you know somebody makes your shoes? They just don't appear out of nowhere. Somebody makes your clothes. Somebody makes your food. Somebody makes your shoes. Everything. The Elves and the Shoemaker. This is retold and illustrated by Paul Galdone. There once was a shoemaker who, through no fault of his own, became so poor that at last he had nothing left but just enough leather to make one pair of shoes. He cut out the shoes at night so he could set to work on them the next morning. So this takes place in the olden days. He's working with hand tools and by candlelight. Because he had a good conscience, the shoemaker laid himself down in his bed and fell asleep at once. So look at the shoemaker and look at his wife. Again, she has a candle. And they wear hats to bed because it's chilly in the house. I've worn a hat to bed like that. It works very well. In the morning, after he had said his prayers, the shoemaker went to his workshop. There he found the pair of shoes made and finished and standing on his table. He was very much astonished and could not tell what to think. He took the shoes in his hand to examine them more carefully. They were so well made that every stitch was in the right place, just as if they had come from the hand of a master workman. So, was that magic? Soon a customer entered, and the shoes fitted him very well. He paid more than the usual price for them. So the customer looks like a wealthier man, and he liked the shoes and they fit, and he was very pleased. So he paid good money for them. Now the shoemaker had enough money to buy leather for 2 more pairs of shoes. He cut them out at night and intended to set work the next morning with fresh spirit. But that was not to be, for when he got up in the morning, they were already finished. A customer soon bought them and gave the shoemaker so much money that he was able to buy enough leather for 4 more pairs. All right, so business is booming. Early the next morning, he found the 4 pairs finished also. And so it always happened. Whatever the shoemaker cut out in the evening was finished by the morning, and soon he was making a very good living. One night, not long before Christmas, when the shoemaker had finished cutting out the shoes from the leather, he turned to his wife before he went to bed and said, "How would it be if we were to stay up tonight and see who it is that does us this service?" His wife agreed and set a candle to burn. Then they both hid in a corner of the room behind some coats that were hanging up. They peeked out between the coats and began to watch. As soon as it was midnight, in came 2 neatly formed but naked little elves. They seated themselves on the shoemaker's table, took up the work that was already prepared, and began to stitch, pierce, and hammer the leather. The elves worked so cleverly and quickly with their little fingers that the shoemaker's eyes could scarcely follow them. So full of wonder was he. 2 naked little elves. I guess elves are like little fairies, kind of magical creatures. The elves never stopped until all the shoes were finished and they were standing ready on the table. Then they jumped up and ran away. There's the shoes on the table. The next morning, the shoemaker's wife said to her husband, "Those elves had made us rich, and we ought to show them how grateful we are. With all their running about and nothing to cover them, they must be very cold." She smiled. "I'll tell you what. I will make little shirts, coats, waistcoats, and breeches for them, and knit each of them a pair of stockings. And you shall make each of them a pair of shoes." The husband consented willingly, and that night, when everything was finished, they laid the gifts on the table instead of the cut-out leather. Then they hid themselves so that they could observe how the elves behaved when they saw their presents. So here are the clothing for the elves laid out on the table. And then here's the shoemaker finishing the little shoes for the elves. It's gift giving. It's very nice. At the stroke of midnight, the elves rushed in, ready to set to work. But when they found the neat little clothes made just for them, they stood a moment in surprise, and then they showed the greatest delight. How do you show delight? You just smile a big smile. Wow, look at these brand new clothes. What's not to like? Quickly, they took up the pretty garments and slipped them on, singing, "What spruce and dandy boys are we? No longer cobblers we will be." So that's another name for a shoemaker, a cobbler. And look at them singing. And look at how swell they look in their new clothing. What a sweet thing. They hopped and danced about, jumping over the chairs and tables, and at last they danced out the door. Look at their shoes. They look pretty good. From that time on, the elves were never seen again, but the shoemaker and his wife prospered as long as they lived. There they are in their shop. The end. Doesn't it want to make you wear new shoes? Yes. So, guess what? It is time for Lily White's party. Time to go hippity hop to bed. Go hippity hop to bed. I'd rather stay up instead. When mother says must, there's nothing but just go hippity hop to bed. But nobody's here to tell you to go to bed quite yet, so I have another story, a sleepy time story, a book of sleep by Il Sung Na. We might have read this before, but I like to end the evening with a sleepy time book. When the sky grows dark and the moon glows bright, everyone goes to sleep, except for the watchful owl. And that's true, owls get up at night. Some sleep in peace and quiet. Is that the owl watching? And here it looks like a little koala bear. Oh, look at how cute. They're just sleeping in peace and quiet. Some make lots of noise when they sleep. An elephant, can you imagine with his big trunk? You know what an elephant sounds like, right? Kind of. So imagine what an elephant sounds like when he sleeps, especially if he's breathing through his trunk. It's a pretty long nose. Some sleep standing up. So the horses sleep standing up. There's the watchful owl. Those are funny looking horses, aren't they? But look at the eyes are closed. They are sleeping. If you go into a barn, you'll see horses sleep standing up. While others sleep on the move. Do you know what kind of animal that is? It looks like a big blue whale. I think you can tell by the teeth. So I guess whales are mammals, so they do move and swim while they sleep. Some sleep with one eye open. Look at that. Are these pigeons or quails? What are they? But they're all sleeping with one eye open. Some sleep with both eyes open. They don't even blink. So there's a fish. Fish don't even blink, sleeping with their eyes open. Some sleep peacefully alone. Here's a giraffe using a cloud as a pillow. How sweet is that? While others sleep all together, huddled close at night. Penguins huddled in a rookery. Not a flock, but a rookery. But when the sky turns blue and the sun glows bright, everyone wakes up. The quails, the giraffe, the elephant, the koala, the penguins, and the whale, and the horse. Except the tired owl sleeps when the sun comes up. Check it out. You'll get it. They hoot at dusk if they live in the woods near you, at dusk when they're just waking up. And then maybe they hoot in the morning just before they're going to sleep. And then the hawks come out in the morning. Now we're going to end. We did this last week. We're learning a new song. Cat goes fiddle I fee. So we will end with that, and that'll be a nice evening before we go to sleep. Again, this is an old folk song, and this is illustrated by Paul Galdone. And I hope you learn to sing it with me. I had a cat and the cat pleased me. I fed my cat by yonder tree. Cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a hen and the hen pleased me. I fed my hen by yonder tree. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a duck and the duck pleased me. I fed my duck by yonder tree. Duck goes quack, quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a goose and the goose pleased me. I fed my goose by yonder tree. Goose goes swishy, swashy, duck goes quack, quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a sheep and the sheep pleased me. I fed my sheep by yonder tree. Sheep goes ba ba, goose goes swishy swashy, duck goes quack quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a pig and the pig pleased me. I fed my pig by yonder tree. Pig goes gruffy, gruffy. Sheep goes ba ba. Goose goes swishy, swashy. Duck goes quack, quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a cow and the cow pleased me. I fed my cow by yonder tree. Cow goes moo moo. Pig goes griffy, gruffy. Sheep goes ba ba. Goose goes swishy, swashy. Duck goes quack, quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a horse and the horse pleased me. I fed my horse by yonder tree. Horse goes neigh, neigh. Cow goes moo, moo. Pig goes griffy, gruffy. Sheep goes ba, ba. Goose goes swishy, swashy. Duck goes quack, quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. I had a dog and the dog pleased me. I fed my dog by yonder tree. Dog goes bow wow, bow wow. Horse goes neigh, neigh. Cow goes moo, moo. Pig goes griffy, gruffy. Sheep goes ba, ba. Goose goes swishy, swashy. Duck goes quack, quack. Hen goes chimmy chuck, cat goes fiddle I fee. Then Grandma came and she fed me while the others dozed by yonder tree. And the cat went fiddle I fee. Look at that smiling cat. I love that song. We're going to try to learn that so we can sing it from memory all the time. It gets a little confusing because there's so many animals. So I wish you a good night. I'm going to leave you with a song, and I hope you have sweet dreams and a beautiful night's sleep. and a wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow. And come by the library and say hello. Okay, we have story times Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 10:30. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Mwah. Good night, sleep tight, and I'll see you soon. Bye.